All right. So right now I'm gonna work on getting this type fuse pass merge ready. So test pass and the such. Of course, this is a V1, but it's functional enough. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. Awesome. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So let's see. Diff, branch. Okay, cool. Clear. All right, good. So this is the latest. I know that we do have some tests failing. At some point, I'm gonna have to optimize these tests, right? So this is one that's failing, and it's this file here. This is a reference file in the test cases of the Jack language. So let's see. That's weird. So it has this output that's wrong. I think it's missing the one. I wonder why there would be one. I guess it's this guy. So we have an enum color with entry. Oh, so this enum, this is the body to this color. And so red value should be 1. Let's see what it's really printing out. Let's move this over here for now. Close others. Let's lock the screen. Let's go here. This is test reference. I see. So basically the way this works is we've got the enumerations.jack, and then we also have an enumerations.py, right? And these are supposed to print the same. So what we could do is we can check the generated, let's just run it, which is reference enumerations. Jack enumerations.jack. So we have one text 1. Let's see if the code, if this is reasonable given the code. This is reasonable as far as my eyes can see. No, wait. The last text is not reasonable because basically on the creation of this type, when you're loading the module, on the creation of this type, this is the body for this type, this enumeration type, and so this executes. We have this inline Python. So we print text when we're creating this object, and then on entry we print color red dot value, so which is 1. I don't know where this other text is coming from, but what we can do is we can look at the. I see. I see what's going on. So basically we have two. Oh, I see. This is probably because of a change I made in PyAST where I'm now attributing a body to, I'm attributing the body to the AST node for the disconnected. I'm attributing a Python AST tree for the disconnected body of color. So both the enum color and the disconnected body both have the same Python tree that's getting rendered here. So we have two colors there. And so to fix that, I'm gonna have to do a little inspection here. So let's see, I'm trying to figure out. So this would be enum def. Oh, let's search here. Enum def. Okay, so in enum def, we link identifier to I, which is in the arcs. I'm just visualizing the tree. In a nutshell, the tree would look like, yes. I wonder why this would actually give us 2. Let's just get rid of this real quick. Let me see what happens. Let's do a jack clean. I don't know why it would give us 2. I would expect this to also give us 2. That's correct. It still gives us 2. So it's not really this region of code. This looks fine to me. It's not these links. Oh man, this is a tricky one. Exit enum also has this guy. I'm sure this is related, so if I comment this out, I would expect this to fix the weird behavior. So let's just do that. I can just do a jack clean here. Yep, that does fix the behavior. Now I'm trying to visualize the tree as to why this would be causing that. Because when we link that identifier, it could be in the code gen path, something's happening. But I'm trying to visualize, because the AST to Python shouldn't get changes. All I'm doing is, let's look at link identifier here. Although this name needs to change, I should change it now. Not to link identifier, but to, it's really link to PyNodes is better. Link it's really sync jack AST PyNodes. No, link jack PyNodes. This is better. It's better. It's better. I mean, it's not ideal. But we changed that name just now throughout the code base. F2 lets you change the name throughout the whole code base. Now, what I'm trying to understand here is when we update, when we basically we render. Oh, I know what the issue is. So correct would be basically in the there's this place where we manage code blocks. I forget the name of the function. It's yeah, it's resolve statement block, I think. This is the one. So if is instance subnode list and not node items, else flatten x dot gen for x and node items. Okay, so basically, yes, it's this code. If not is instance AST impl only node, right? So basically, it's saying in our Python we want to disregard this kind of syntax because this syntax is actually not Python. This is an extension that's added in the jack only land that's resolved in this code gen path. Now this was commented out because in the impl nodes it used to be blank, but now that we're linking them for the type checking purposes and type information purposes, we don't need to render it in the AST. So this should essentially fix the issue. No, it didn't. That's funny. That's funny. That didn't fix the issue. Let me see. That means there's another place that this is getting rendered into the AST tree. I'll find it. So I know exactly how to find it, but let me go to that impl only node piece. I'm just going to leave this commented out because I want to minimize the number of changes, but the certain way to find it is here. So we have this, basically this is going through the module. I think we need it in both places, honestly. I honestly am pretty sure we need it in both places because this is in the rendering. So I'm going to keep this because we actually need it here. Basically, in the case that this is present inside of, in situations where this is present inside of a function or a class, this is present at the module level. It turns out that I handle inside of a function or a class differently than I handle the module level. That's why I didn't fix it. At the module level, we have this stuff. So pre-body equals blah 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 if okay, so we have pre-body and then body equals that for pre-body, right? Software preamble if node doc, this should be present in two locations, and it is here. So So this is pre-body, which is fine. I'm thinking because I may need to do this check in both pre-body, and in these parts, right? Because this is actually an impl mod, so we probably need it here. For X in pre-body. If not, is instance. Nope. Impl only node. So we need this case here as we build the body here, but we also need it here for I and if is instance list new body plus equals I else. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to put it all over the place. The issue is there so I can go ahead and put this in a number of locations to solve this. I'm trying to think if there's one location somewhere else in the code that I can put this check. No, there isn't. I can create a function called clean body or something. I'm trying to think what I could do with the body here. To just clean it one time. Yeah, you know, if I was to use this resolve statement, I may be able to use this resolve statement logic in the module level body. So that's an improvement, but I kind of want to do this fast. Where was it? Remember resolve? Yeah, I could likely utilize this for also module statements, element statements, basically. And then I can just have it here. Let's try that. I'm going to just take a Hail Mary here and just simply add element statements to the list of statements that it handles. So element statements are actually module level statements. So here we do enum blocks, we do class blocks, and we do code blocks. But we don't do module level blocks until now, which I'm going to try to use this function, since it's one place in the code, to improve the implementation of here. Let me see how I use resolve statements. Resolve statement bot. I just do body equals resolve and blah, no, the body blah. All right. So that's how it's used. The thing about this is it does render a pass, which isn't legal in the module. Resolve statement body. It does render a pass, I think. Yeah, it does do this pass thing if it's empty, which isn't legal at the module level. Ay. Fuck. So this is better, but it'll take longer. All right, let me just fix this now so I can get it merged in, and maybe we can add that later. But here, then we need to, at the module level, which is module, exit module, here. So here we need to do these checks. So we check it here in body. For this, preamble is fine. This, we check it here, and then there's another location where we must check it here. So else if not I don't know how we're appending none here because yeah, this basically I'll make this easier to read actually, but what's happening is this statement will be the statement if There is an I, else there will be no statement, none. I actually don't like this pattern. I was using it a lot for a while, but I think it's less readable, so I should just do if I. This is better. Well, and I can do it like this. Else if not, if I, and there we go. What? Why is this? Okay, good. So this is better. Let's just do a check. Okay, what the fuck? Let's do a jack queen here. I don't know. That should have gotten me in a good place. What? Else if I am not. Huh? How is body getting this guy? It could be here. If is instance I that list. Jesus. For I. Let's do it like this. For I in I in. No, it's too many I's. For I and I, let's just keep it simple for now, just to check that it works. If, yeah, let's do it like this. Okay. Oh, this is the opposite of what I want. If I and not is instance I, new body, ASD impl only node. You know, there could be an explanation for this. Wait. In that maybe I isn't. Oh, the body is a subnode list of items. Impl only node is not the right thing to check. It's the parent. All right, let me think about this. Let's do this. Yes. Let's see what happens. Class stuff. Oh, I see. I'm not checking the. These are not Jack ASD nodes. These are Python ASD nodes. So they wouldn't have this subtype, this base type. So yes, because I'm thinking real quick. At what point do I actually add this to? For I and body. Oh, and these are the so these guys. Oh, I see. These are the. Oh, geez. Okay. So it's if X. Yeah, this is correct. This one is right because X is a Jack ASD. For I and body, body is. Oh, this is actually this body. But where do I add x.body? Where's x.body? Or node.body? Oh, okay, guys. This is where I grab node.body. So let me undo. Basically, at this stage, we shouldn't be. All right, hold on. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to simplify this a lot. I'm going to undo all those changes. Faster way to do that is to use this thing. Let's undo that, and I'm going to undo this. I'm going to implement this in a little bit more reasonable way. Let's call this clean body equals, I don't know, I in node body if not is instance AST impl only node. This is better. And then it doesn't like I. What? It doesn't like this I? Not closed? What? Why is that not closed? It is closed. It's closed right here. I in nobody. I for I. I for I node body if not is instance. Okay, good. So, and then these guys become clean body. I think that's it. All right. So, let's see what happens here. Well, all right, let's see what happens here. Boom. So it's corrected. So that worked. So basically what I'm doing is I'm checking. So I was putting these checks later, and later all of this work is dealing with Python AST nodes. So I was checking for a base type that's a Jack AST base type incorrectly here. So that's why it was just weird. But really, before we start pre-populating body, all this code pre-populates body with all of the possibilities, and then we'll add stuff to body later. We'll kind of we'll recalculate body to flatten it. Really, this code is somewhat redundant with that resolve statement list. The only difference is you can't have a pass here, so that's why I have it separate. But this could be refactored to be simpler. Anyway, that fixed this error, I believe. Boom. So that error is correct. All right, I think, and then the diff is really simple. So the diff is, we changed the name of these functions to be a little clearer for maintainability. This is where we do the clean body work. We got rid of the original pre-body, we're doing clean body work. And then this is more name changes, more name changes, more name changes, more name changes. This is the name change throughout the code base, and that's it. So this is a very nice little git diff, git status, git add dot git commit /m. I'll call it a chore. Fixes until tests pass. Now just go git push. Okay, so that was that. Now let's do a full run of the tests. Let's see, pytest I think that's good. -x. I let it fail. The first fail it sees, I want it to die, so I can fix that fail. If there's a fail. If there's no fail, we're good. Let's see. All right. Let's get this in. Today I plan to do a lot of work on the implementation work, coding work. So it should be an interesting... there should be a lot of coding videos today, I think. Let's see, my docs. All right. So while that runs, I'm just kind of setting up my stream stuff. Stream info, hacking and solving problem. Let's see. That's one viewer. I always have one viewer. I don't know if that's a Twitch bot. It's like one AI viewer that's making sure there's no. There we go. Here we go. Fun. All right. So this is the first fail. So we have this debug info coming in. That is because of in the fuse. I don't have a problem with this. In the fuse, in type info pass, we do have this. I mean, this does need a little bit of work, but I just need to get this merged in so that this branch doesn't continue to become at risk of the main changing something fundamental that breaks everything. So there's this fuse info debug. Oh, geez, I forget how to remove an environment variable altogether. What's the command for that? Let's look at chat. Jippity. Okay, just hurry up, just hurry up, just hurry up. To remove it, unset. That was what I was looking for. Okay, let's just unset it. Let's do that here. Because we're just testing for merge. Now, let's see what the error was. AST node not linked to Jack node. What is this? Ah, yes, yes, yes. I'm familiar with this. And this is usually a, does it tell you which node? This is usually a, there is a node that isn't linked to Jack nodes. Basically, it's the way MyPy handles, I forget, I think Lambda functions. It'll like create a weird node or something. Not raise, let's do, can I do a warning? Is this inside of a pass? It's not. Do I pass the pass through? I do not. I think there might be an elegant way to make it a warning / error somewhere. And it's, no, there isn't. So I'll just, what I'll do is just comment this. This is fine. So that should go away. Okay. All right, now let's see if it passes. If I can just make this commit. Come on, baby. 9 a.m. on where I am. All right. Waiting for tests to pass. Indeed, these tests are actually a little bit overkill. They're very overkilled. At one point, I created this kind of reusable module function. Let's just call it a function. Or like it's a base class to test that'll automatically find all of the Jack files. Automatically find all of the Jack files in the repo, and then it'll run like parse. It can parse, it generates valid AST trees, it can be formatted properly without AST tree corruption. So I have all these automated tests on like hundreds of Jack files just lingering in the repo. Now I don't know what the heck this is, but LangTools is having a conniption right now, and I have no idea why. This is what? Value error list remove X not in list. Okay. Why would LangTools be freaking out? This is on here. Test print. ASCIR AST Jack. Let me see if I can see what file this happens on. Oh, it's something in the fuse type info pass. Has no attribute full name. So this is in the pass that he has there. I haven't even checked his tests to make sure that they are reasonable. Let's see. Let's just go here. Let's move it over here. Oh, line 84. That's not the right place. Here, this is the one we need to move. Func node. Node handler. There's a try here. Mod full name. Where is this? There's 3 of them. Argument has no attribute full name. It's the same stuff. What's this? Name expression has no attribute type. Yeah. Yep. You see, this is what happens when you don't have, code that's properly type checked. You'll get these kinds of errors, and these errors are actually pains in the butt. This is why it's important to have type safe code. See, this is the kind of stuff that I might want him to look at, because this is in test. What was it? This is in test lang tools. Test print. It's right here. So this looks at for every Jack file inside of reference, this is kind of, I don't like this test, but I didn't write this test, but let's take a look at exactly what file it is. Because the Jack file could just be some weird file that made it in this in this branch. That's kind of like not supposed to be there. And then, yeah, let's do that. Context managers. Oh no, here we're going through each of the files. And then it's in, what file? Disengage statements.jack. It's this one. Something in this file is tripping up. Is it the disengage statement? Let's try it. Because that could be interesting. Maybe disengage doesn't. Let's see. Nope. Argument has no. Alright, that's not that. Let's see if it's this guy. I doubt it though. Yeah, this is going to be one that I think he should take a look at. But that also means I can't merge this. God, I've been trying to merge this for a while. Let me see if he's online. If he's online, I'd ask him about this real quick. Otherwise, I don't know. Let's see how many tests fail. So I'm going to run a full gamut of tests. And just see how many fail. Because if this is the only test that fails, I'll just put a to-do in there. So what this test does is it makes sure that the ASD debug printer will print all of the, works on every file in the repo-ish, in the reference directory of the repo. So it's like, I get valid, it just checks that you get a valid output and a non-erroring output when you run the debug command line tooling on an arbitrary Jack file. So there's some file where that debug output is failing given the changes in his code. Now, to be frank, this pass does not, by the time you do the ASC tool IR, I don't believe fuse type info is being called, should be called on this one, because I don't know if type check is called on it. But I can check that real quick. Because here we have let me just check the schedules. Yeah, there's this type check schedule. So this should be the only place that fuse type info is present. So I'm trying to think, why would fuse type, oh, I see. He changed, in this PR, he changed the debugger to run the type checker and the type information fuse passes, which is reasonable. Because in a way, to get any kind of type information, we have to go through that type check pass. So, all right. Test print pi. These are the same. These are essentially the same functionality. Instead of AST, there's a pi AST. So same code. So it's these two tests that are failing. So it's a list remove that ends up causing the fail. Let me see if I can find that list remove here. In MyPy method to class, data classes. Let's see if we have. Damn it. I'm going to have to connect with him. I mean, I could debug this, but it'll take me much longer. Since it's code he wrote. All right, let me just do a git diff. Just get my little change in there. Sure, getting merge ready. This will be merged today. If I have to, I'll go in and understand why he's having this issue. Push. All right, so I'm trying to think if there's something clever I can do now. I mean, I could just debug it. Let me look at the call stack. Wait, where does the call start? Give me the call stack. Here we go. So it's in type check pass. Huh. Well, this is a surprise. We're in type check pass, not fuse type info pass. So type check fails here. Wild. And so in this semantic analysis for SCC, oh, this has never been run on every file. This has never been run on every file in the repo before. So this is the first time that these tests will actually run the files through the type checker. So, we should look at the files that are causing this breakage, which isn't shown really. All right, so let's do it this way. Let's put that back and let's do a -X. It was disengage, right? It was disengage. So let me just go in there, validate a couple more things. I mean, I'll run it again just for fun, just to validate that it's disengage. Yep, boom. Type checker freaks, and it fails. Hurry up. What's it doing? Okay, that took a while, but with MyPy, sometimes that's the case. This is a fast computer too, man. I don't know what to do about MyPy's slowness. Oh wait, but it didn't have an assertion yet. Wait, so that doesn't assert. Where's the first assertion? We'll find out. Okay. We assert on names and references.jack. That's where we have the assertion. Let's check it out. Okay. So if I try to type check this file, jack check names and references.jack, this should fail. Yes, it does. All right. I need to fix this. This thing is driving me nuts. It's an easy, quick fix. Let me just do it in this PR. The built-in type stub. Oh, it doesn't exist. Wait, no. Let's see the type stub for feature. So we have feature, default, spec. We need to have a built-in. Let's just take spec and just copy it, create built-in, and then let's find the built-in. And then we just need this guy, right? Isn't that it? Let's just take this. Let me see, how do these look again? Oh wait. And then pass, is that it? Yeah, it's just that. Oh no, not pass, dot. Alright, fine. Built-in file, let's do dot, like that. Okay. I think that's a valid type stub, right? Let's see if that still fails. No, it doesn't. Okay. So we don't get that weird, we don't get that built-in thing anymore, so that's good. Alright, so that type stub is finally there. Oh. Well, Gamal is on. That's good. That's the author of this this particular PR. So I'll be able to talk to him in a little bit. 15 minutes. Cool. Let me know. All right.